Hi there, welcome to another episode of Winner's Circle, this time bringing you the winners from the 2024 Ontario Provincial Disc Golf Championships that were held up in Muskoka at Wolf Tracks and Limberlost, and possibly another course, but I wasn't up there, so I don't really know. Coming on first is the two-time back-to-back FPO winner, Chantal Bedinsky. Chantal, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And along with her, we have the also two-time MPO winner, also the current Canadian national champion, Thomas Gilbert. Thomas, welcome.
All right, thanks for having me as well.
And along with that, I assume both of you drove straight from South Carolina from being at Throw Pink and US DGC. So thank you both for making that trek. I'm sure it was a couple of long car rides.
Yeah, not too bad, but yeah, broke it up with a nice couple stops.
So how did you guys find the courses up in Muskoka? I don't know, Chantal, have you had a chance to play up there before?
I have not. It's my first time going to play, and I will say that Wolf Tracks is one of my favorite courses in Ontario now.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Thomas, have you played those ones before?
I just played Wolf Tracks before, like casually. I hadn't played in a tournament before, but I really liked it before, and just reaffirmed how much I love that course. I think it's definitely probably in my top 3, maybe in Ontario for sure.
And there was also there's a golf course I think you guys finished on.
Yes. Yeah. The Huntsville Downs course.
I imagine that's just a temporary course, or do you know if there are plans to make it kind of permanent?
I think just temporary.
Okay. I was doing a little score watching because I was back here in Toronto and noticed Chantal doing very well once again in the woods. Someone seems to be quite a fan of woods golf compared to the open bomber courses.
Yes, definitely.
Not that you can't bomb with the best of them. But, do you find that kind of suits your game a little bit more?
Yeah, I don't know why I have trouble with the open, but actually this week I was doing really well with my drives. It was everything else the last day.
and not that I hope I'm not bringing it up for the first time anywhere, but does your injury or do you think that's contributing to kind of not saying that you're playing poorly at the end of the season, but like kind of how you're feeling in parts of your game?
Definitely. The last 2 rounds were brutal. I couldn't putt. Everything was coming out so right. Like I was airballing 15 footers because the timing was so off. And my up shots, for some reason, I guess I used my knees a lot in my little up shots. I was like leaving all my up shots so short and then I'd have to putt. So it was very frustrating.
And I saw Thomas, you got it out to a good start the first couple of days as well. I think you came into... I'd have to look again. You came in with, I think, a double-digit lead. Going into Sunday, and Cam did his best to try and chip away, and Tom Hums came. Was he on the chase card, or was he?
Yeah, he's on chase card.
He shoots a 10 down to tie him in second place. Like that's some unbelievable golf happening out there. You've been playing for a few years now. Do you find that the level of competitiveness in Ontario has grown over that time?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of guys that like you wouldn't necessarily lump into that like veteran sum of like really good players like Marty and Oz and Kim and even guys like Leyland and Scotty J. Like there's a lot of like new talent as well, like Thomas Hums and Ezra and Kaylin and like Joe, a bunch of really talented guys that are now like starting to really blow up on the scene in Ontario as well.
And it's funny because I think only a couple years ago, like the FPO division was maybe 1 card or 6 people, and Chantal White was a dozen of you up there.
I think there were 7 FPO.
There's 7. Okay.
Almost 2 cards.
Yeah.
I felt it looked like there were more, I swear. But and it was unfortunate because I saw Kat had to drop out for the last round. I hope she's doing okay.
I hope she's doing better. She was pretty sick.
Because I hope it was just a cold.
Yeah.
But I know she likes to normally battle through those things.
Yeah.
So disappointed that she couldn't play, but again, health comes first.
Yes, of course.
For sure. So Thomas, as the reigning national champion, and finding out that next year is going to be in a little bit east of Toronto, in the, I guess, Peterborough, Port Hope area.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to hopefully defending your title?
As long as Gann doesn't show up, yeah. If he shows up, I might be screwed.
How would he get in?
Oh, he'll find his way. I think he probably has an exemption from being champion of the RIP.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I think both of you have played most of the courses that are on that list, if not all of them. I know, Thomas, you're having an event this Saturday at Cedar Creek, which is one of the proposed one of the venues that we'll be hosting, although I don't know if pros are going to go there. But you've both played P15. You've both played at Hope Goat. I don't know, Thomas, if you've played the gold layout as it existed for the RIP.
I played it in its like infancy. I played it early in, I think, January this year, and it was kind of to test out the gold layout before they really like solidified it for the pros, because I know Daryl wanted to get my Thomas proofing seal of approval. This is hard enough for pros type course.
Well, he Thomas proofed it. I wonder if he's now going to try again and proof it.
Yeah, for sure.
And hopefully it lines up this year like it did last year. It's nice to have those guys come up here. It adds some, I would say, additional flavor to the proceedings, so to speak, in having some of those guys come up. And I know Paige, when she made it, was disappointed that she couldn't come and compete, but is excited to come back and play in Canada again. So hopefully she gets the chance. That they don't end up scheduling it, in the middle of when you guys are in Europe.
Yeah, no, I think the Nationals is supposed to be the same weekend as the RIP. It's right between D-Glow and GMC.
As long as the Pro Tour doesn't change the schedule between now and then, everyone will be happy.
Yep.
So what are you guys' plans for the off season? I'll start with Chantel.
I gotta figure out this knee. So I'm not really resting right now because we just bought a bunch of furniture. We're trying to get the house in order. My mom just moved out, so that's what we're doing for the next little bit. But then just, resting and get back to training.
Anything specific that you do, or are you in the disc golf strong school of training?
Well, Chris just bought a whole home gym and he already has it up, so we're gonna be doing whatever he wants to do there. And then just putting in the house, and we have a tech disc now, so that'll be interesting to see how that helps improve my game.
I see the priorities. You set up the gym first, then the furniture.
Yes. Yeah.
It's okay, we can rag on him. He's not on the podcast. And Thomas, I saw, I think you have some tournaments later this year down in the States.
None in the States. Yeah.
That's incorrect. It's Australia.
That's right. Yeah.
I assume that's after the World Championships.
Yes. After the World Team Championships, I have the Aussie Open and the Australian Disc Golf Championships lined up.
That's wonderful. And yes, congratulations again on making that team. That is quite a team of people we were sending down there. And I saw the list. Like I say, they released a list of all the various teams, and there's going to be some interesting competitors going out there.
Absolutely, yeah. But I think we have about as strong of a team as we've ever had for Canada. I know that Chantel will be missed down in Australia, but I think we still have a pretty strong team going down. We got Colleen and Sophia from out in BC going, and so hopefully we'll have a really strong team to take down one of I think maybe our second gold medal at the World Team Championships.
I believe in you.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I was gonna say, like, it's interesting to see Sophia, who was out at a number of tour events this year, and like Chantal finally has another Canadian regularly coming out to these things. Like, I think Max, I want to say it was Max that was out quite a bit last year, and Casey's done some touring in the States as well. Like, I felt so bad for Chantal being like the only FPO player regularly playing from Canada, and you know, now she's got a companion. It happens to be, 4.5-hour flight away.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful to speak to you both. Congratulations again on such wonderful events. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the new year.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.